Alright guys, what's up? Back out here at North Lakes. Freezing cold water. It is windy, overcast, typical cold front kind of day. It's probably about close to about 45, 50 out here right now. Water temperature is about 40. It's very, very cold. So right now I'm like right in the middle of the lake, just casting into some really deep water. And that's the game plan for today, because still tons and tons of grass out here. Has not died off yet. So that's a big problem. I mean, I kind of have an idea where they might be. I don't know for sure though. Theoretically, they should be like right in the middle somewhere. Let's give the drop shot a go. Oh, there we go. I got one. Oh, are you serious? He came off. Gosh darn it. It's a good one too. About 2.5, 3. I was throwing this green Weenie Z drop worm. Golly. Got off. That's a good sign though. That's the first fish I've actually hooked up with in 3 weeks. So that's a good sign. So I'm just Texas rigging this. Just like that. That was a little confidence boost. That's what I needed. So they're not completely gone. They're still catchable. That's good. That's what I like to see. And this drop shot is pretty much weightless. I got like a 1/16 ounce on here. Drop shot weight. There we go. That's a little guy. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's all the way down his throat. Darn it. Look at this. All the way down his throat. Alright. He's a little bloodied up. He'll live though. I hope. Oh, he got my kayak all bloody. Yeah, he's gone. Sweet. First fish in a long time. Very, very long time. On the drop shot. So far, drop shot has yet to fail me in tough situations. And my hands are extra frozen now. Wow, that water is so cold. I don't know if you're able to tell, but the crushers in the back of his throat were red, which means they're starting to feed on crawfish. So right now, slower moving baits is key. I think there's another, no. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my gosh. This is like a 6-pounder or something. Oh, maybe not. No, what the heck? He's just fighting really good. Yeah, it's a 2-pounder. It's a little guy. Got him right in the top of the lip though. Oh, come back here. Yeah, he's fighting good. Oh yeah, you're a nice fish, aren't you? Oh yeah. Whew. Look at that. Nice and cold. And look, the back of his throat and the top of his teeth are all red. It's because he's starting to feed on crawfish now. That is a nice, healthy fish. All right. Drop shot for the win. Green weenie. So, I've got 2 different colors of drop shot. I've got Morning Dawn, which is it's a staple in every fisherman's tackle box. Whoever fishes drop shot, they always have some kind of Morning Dawn color. But right now, here at North Lakes, the main forage is bluegill, and so they have that green and that kind of purplish hue to it. So this green weenie has that green and like a violet on it. And I've not tried Morning Dawn. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying if you're throwing in in the wintertime, cold water, if you're fishing a lake and the forage species is bluegill, you absolutely want some kind of lure that has green in it. And then this lake is super clear also. So this is almost like watermelon, like really, really light watermelon, and just a little purple tint to it. I mean, I can see through this lure. And so right now in the wintertime, your lure choice and bait choice is key. You got a windy day like this, overcast, they're really not going to want to do much. So you're probably going to want to, you know, man, I can barely talk. It's so cold out here. You're just going to want to like get your bait. You want to have a smaller profile bait. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Smaller profile lure. Because they're not really that active, and you have to put it like right in front of their face. And it's slow and painful, but that's how you catch a fish. And you know, if cold water, you're fishing some cold water, it's a little bit sunnier outside and it's not as windy, you can afford to have a bigger profile bait because they're going to be a little bit more active than when it's overcast and windy. I mean, think of it like as us. Really, nobody is going to be out here because it is so cold and it's windy and it's overcast and gloomy. You know, no human is really going to want to be out here. You know, some might, but most won't. And so that's what you got to think about when you're fishing. Kind of think about how would you go about this day. You know, if it's sunnier outside, and yeah, it's a little bit chilly, it's going to be a lot warmer than if it's all just windy and cloudy. A whole lot warmer. And so you're going to be more active in that kind of situation. Same goes for fish. Another thing you want to remember in winter is, you know, you don't want something that has a lot of action. That'll spook them. You know, if you get a rage tail, the claws on there go crazy when they're falling. They just flap, 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 flap. You want something a little bit more subtle, you know, like a beaver type bait. The claws in the back, they just kind of stand up and just kind of slowly move. They don't really have much action to them. And that's really what you want to focus on. Lures that don't have a lot of action. The good thing is the grass is starting to die now. So they can actually see the crawfish and feed on them. And out behind me, kind of behind me to the left, under the water, there's some dirt patches, and they have some rocks on them. And I've seen one. I passed over one, and I saw a catfish. It's probably about an 8-pound catfish. But that's also going to be another key place, rocks in the wintertime. Rocks hold more heat, and I have a fish. Oh, I felt him hit that. Rocks in the wintertime hold more heat, so fish are going to be more on the rocks. It's going to be warmer for them. All right. Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here. All right. Out, don't fin me. Don't fin me. Look at that, right in the bottom jaw. It's a nice little fish. See, he's not as far along as the other guys on eating crawfish, but the crushing plates are still red, and his teeth are still somewhat red. It's a nice little dude. These fish are super, super cold. I mean, like, super cold. Alright. Again, green weenie. And I can't stress enough how important it is in the wintertime to match the hatch. You know, you hear it all the time, but if there's any time in the fishing season, it's in the springtime and the wintertime that you want to match the hatch. I got one. It's a little guy. Come here. Okay. This green weenie's doing some work. It's a little nice little guy. Healthy fish, healthy. Cold also, very cold. All right. There he goes. You know what? I'm gonna try the morning dawn just as a comparison to see if it makes any difference. If I get more bites or if I don't get any bites. There we go. Got him. You hit it twice. Hit it once, came back, swallowed it. It's not bad. This one seems to be bigger. This one's small, but it's still pretty big. It's bigger than the other small ones. Oh yeah. It's a good fish. Whoop. It just came right out. Healthy fish. His teeth are all crushed down. He's been feeding on a bunch of crayfish. Alright. Thanks, dude. I'll let him go off. Oh, there you go. Alright, well, it's that time to go. Not a terrible day. Could have hoped for a better day. Would have preferred to catch on something else besides a drop shot, like a jig or something, but hey, caught fish. That's what I came here for. I am not complaining. It definitely was a good day for this type of weather. The sun's finally starting to come out now. There we go. There's another one. Feels like a... Oh yeah, this is a good one. Last fish of the day. Oh yeah. Come here. I'm gonna go this side. I'm gonna fish over here. You're coming over here. Yeah. You're not even hooked. Come here. Oh, he is hooked. Just barely. Just barely hooked. Last fish of the day. Crushes are all red. It's a nice. He's about 1, maybe 1.5. But you know what? I'll take it on the drop shot. Morning dawn. Let this guy go. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna pack this stuff up and start heading to where I launched in.